Namaste. I am an Indian and I am not ashamed of my Indian accent. India is my country and there is no other country on earth that is as beautiful as this land for me. India is heaven on earth for me. When I started out making these English language learning episodes or edition that I'm calling it as editions, I decided that since I'm very new, I will just new to YouTube, that is, so I'll just make something general that is useful for anybody of all ages, any age group, North India or South India or even the West or the East India. For all it will be useful. जब मैंने ये लैंग्वेज लर्निंग का वीडियोस बनाना शुरू किया, क्योंकि मैं YouTube के लिए बहुत नई हूँ, मैंने ये निर्णय लिया कि मैं कुछ इस तरह का जनरल इंग्लिश के वीडियोस बनाऊंगी जो सभी के लिए उपयोगित साबित होगा, चाहे वो उत्तर भारत के हों या दक्षिण भारत के हों या पूर्व या पश्चिम के हों, और ये सब किसी भी उम्र के लोग के लिए बहुत उपयोगी साबित होगा. And it will tackle only the gray areas. I do not intend to make this for school children or college children, or I'm not making this following a syllabus, because already the group is small, and if I make it only for some 12th standard students, again the group will be too small. And regarding, और हम केवल जो चीज़ हमें बहुत कठिन लगते हैं, केवल उसको हम उसके बारे में हम सीखने की कोशिश करेंगे. और ये वीडियोस किसी भी कक्षा के छात्रों के लिए नहीं है, क्योंकि हम ऐसे करेंगे तो कोई वो सिलेबस लेके हमें करना होगा, और वैसे ही ग्रुप बहुत छोटा है और ग्रुप बहुत छोटा हो जाएगा. एंड रिगार्डिंग स्कूल syllabus, I for one do not agree at all with school or college education. Yes, it's necessary. You may say, oh, this is terrible to think that I recommend that one should not go to school or college. It may be a terrible thought. But और सिलेबस की बात करें तो मैं ये सोचती हूँ कि स्कूल और कॉलेज जाना नहीं चाहिए. आप सोचते होंगे कि ये तो बड़ा ख़राब विचार है कि स्कूल और कॉलेज नहीं जाना चाहिए. But see now what has happened. Because of Corona, there is no school. Now schools are reopening for 9th, 10th and 11th and 12th. Okay, fine. We can manage 1 or 2 more years. But if the Corona crisis continues longer and it doesn't stop like the SARS or the MERS, just think what will happen. Children who were in 6th, if they come to 9th standard after a gap of 3 years, oh, we know very well what they learnt on online classes. So it's going to be pretty bad, isn't it? स्कूल कॉलेज ना जाना ये बड़ा खराब विचार लगता होगा, पर अभी देखिए कोरोना की वजह से क्या हो गया, सब स्कूल वगैरह बंद हैं. और मान लीजिए सार्स या मर्स के तरह अगर कोरोना बंद नहीं हुआ और 3-4 साल हो गए, तो जो बच्चे छठी क्लास में पढ़ रहे हैं, अगर ये लोग 9th में आएंगे तो क्या होगा. सो आई वुड लाइक टू ब्रिंग अप अ वेरी डिफरेंट टॉपिक that's quite an eye-opener. Educating oneself is good. Going to school, college is good. But what is the right thing to do? In schools and colleges, only a few children learn. All of them do not learn. No teacher has this aim that she should reach the last student of the class and educate all of them. Educate means leading out the personality in a person. Nobody does all these things. ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में बच्चे किस तरह से पढ़ रहे हैं, क्या ये बात किसी से छुपी है? शिक्षित होना, अपने आप को शिक्षित कर लेना, ये बहुत अच्छी बात है। पर क्या किसी भी कोई भी अध्यापक ये सोचता है कि एक कक्षा में जो सबसे जो मंद बच्चे हैं, जो स्लो लर्नर्स कहलाते हैं, क्या उन तक कोई भी अध्यापक पहुंचता है क्या? सो आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू व्हाट इज द राइट, दैट देयर आर गुड थिंग्स बट देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड right thing. Going to school may be good but it may not be the right thing. Yes, बहुत कम बच्चे हैं जो वाकई में शिक्षा का उपयोग पूरी तरीके से अपने फायदे के लिए कर लेना जानते हैं। बाकी सब बच्चे तो केवल अपना टाइम वेस्ट करते हैं स्कूल में। स्कूल कॉलेज जाना अच्छी बात है, पर यहाँ मैं आपको एक नए विषय के बारे में बताना चाहती हूँ। कोई भी चीज़ अच्छा हो सकता है, पर अच्छे के मुकाबले में सही चीज़ क्या है? तो अच्छा और सही, इन दोनों में फ़र्क जानना ज़रूरी है। Yes, nature also can be a good teacher. During this corona time when schools are closed, now in India it's a big drawback, but in foreign countries already children are homeschooled. They don't go to school, and max to max children and parents prefer to homeschool their children. So it's क्या प्रकृति भी एक अच्छा अध्यापक नहीं हो सकता है? कोरोना की वजह से केवल भारत में बहुत बड़ा समस्या हो गया है स्कूल और कॉलेजों में। अगर आप बाहर देशों में देखें तो वहाँ तो बहुत सालों से बच्चे होम स्कूल्ड करते हैं। वो स्कूल नहीं जाते, स्कूल कॉलेज नहीं जाते, घर पे ही शिक्षा पा लेते हैं। So it's in order to understand a good decision and a right decision, a lot more introspection will be needed. But I would like to advise parents that one need not think that schools are closed, so it's something very bad. No, children can learn. They are actually learning even now. They are actually learning better. अधिकतर बच्चे बाहर देशों में घर पर ही पढ़ते हैं, स्कूल और कॉलेज नहीं जाते हैं। तो सही निर्णय और अच्छा निर्णय के बारे में समझने के लिए हमें और ज़्यादा विचार करना होगा, जो हम आगे के एपिसोड्स में करेंगे। No, children can learn. They are actually learning even now. They are actually learning better. Who else can be more concerned and bothered about children than their own parent? Not the teacher, only the parent will be more concerned and more bothered. It is better that parents make a plan for a longer term and think of homeschooling or online classes. There are a lot of online schools that have come up. Yes. तो माँ बाप ये ना सोचें कि बच्चे अब स्कूल नहीं जा रहे हैं तो आगे क्या होगा, कैसे होगा। पर आप स्कूल के बारे में भी सोच कर देखिए, उनके पास बड़ा बड़ा बिल्डिंग है अभी और इतना पैसा लगा चुके हैं, तो वो लोग भी अपने फ़ायदे के लिए कुछ भी करने के लिए अभी तैयार हो जाएंगे। पर सोच कर देखिए, आपके अलावा आपके बच्चों का चिंता और कौन कर सकता है? और कोई नहीं करेगा। जिस तरह से आप अपने बच्चों का फिक्र करेंगे और लोग नहीं कर सकते। माँ बाप भी बच्चों के लिए सही शिक्षक और मार्गदर्शक हो सकते हैं। The schools that have infrastructure, they are in a big problem. They don't know what to do with their infrastructure. They're trying to bridge the gap between online classes and whatever decisions they need to take. But let this incident, this circumstance be an eye-opener in order to understand good decision and the right decision. We will talk more about good decision and right decision. I'll come up with some more examples for this. So let's now proceed to a language learning. Walk with me. चलिए मेरे साथ। अभी कोरोना की वजह से जो हालात पैदा हो गए हैं, ये एक बहुत ही अच्छा मौका है ये समझने के लिए कि सही और अच्छा इसमें फ़र्क करना हमें सीखना चाहिए। ये नहीं होता तो हम ये सही चीज़ और अच्छा चीज़ इसमें फ़र्क करने का हम जान ही नहीं सकते थे। इस चीज़ के बारे में आगे के एपिसोड में हम बात करेंगे। फिलहाल चलिए भाषा सीखने के लिए चलते हैं। For grammar, today let's plunge into the tough part. We have decided to fix the gray areas. Remember? Slavery, freedom, all those things. So our gray area was the tenses. So we are going to fix that. So we are plunging into tenses straight away. So first we need to know present tense, past tense and the past participle. So the action word or the verb, there are three kind of verbs: the regular verbs, the irregular verbs and the ones that don't fall into this category. So there are three categories. Now don't go into the details of verb, tenses. Now this particular language learning, it is not for any exam. I am not coaching any students for appearing for certain exams, because in that case then we'll have to follow a syllabus. I'm still too new for YouTube to be doing that, so that it can reach out to many more people. This language learning is just for anybody of any age, whoever wants to speak English and attack the gray areas alone. Just remove those things and automatically you will at least have some standard of English. So no need to go into the technical things like tense, verb and things like that, but just a broad outline. Know what is the present tense and the past tense and the past participle of it. Like sing, sang, sung. Okay, sing is present tense, sang is past tense and the past participle will be sung. Now consider this other word, walk. Walk is present tense, the past tense for walk will be walked and the past participle also will be walked. Same way for laugh and paint. Present tense, laugh, past tense will be laughed and the past participle also is laughed. For paint, it will be painted, painted. So paint, present tense, painted, past tense and again painted is past participle. But if you look at that word sing, sang, sung, it is not following the same rule of adding an ed. So these kind of verbs, they are irregular verbs. This particular example of sing, sang, sung or ring, rang, rung, they are irregular verbs. In this category, there is another wonderful word very, very famous for Indians. Cut and put. Always you can hear children saying putted, cutted, putted. There is nothing like, no word like putted and cutted. It is just cut, 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 put. Present tense also is cut, past tense also is cut, and the past participle also is cut. Same way for put. The present tense, the past tense, and the past participle for put is put. So these are regular verbs and irregular verbs. The regular ones are that walk, walked. The irregular ones are sing, sang, sung, and this cut, and put. So like we have the regular verbs and the irregular verbs, we have one more set of verbs that form the past tense and the past participle in this manner. Catch, caught. Catch present tense, caught past tense, and caught again past participle. And same way, buy, bought. Both the past tense and the past participle is same. Now these verbs, they form the past tense with a very radical change in the word without the addition of ed. Fine. Now regarding buy, bought, I would like to add one more gray area where we make a mistake. Bought and brought. Brought is to bring something. Bought is buying, paying money and buying something. So it is buy, bought, but bring, brought. So here is an exhaustive list of present tense. First you try to make the past tense and the past participle for it. And of course the answers will come up on the screen. You can just check it. So that's it for grammar today. And now for the idiom of the day, pomp and show. This is a very beautiful idiom which means great display or an ostentatious show. Now, what is ostentatious? Ostentatious means impressive. We can say India celebrated its 74th Independence Day with great pomp and show. Or we can also say Neeraj Chopra was welcomed back home with great pomp and show. That's it for today. Now, how can there be language learning without word meaning? Okay, so today we'll take up the word subscribe. People do not seem to be knowing the meaning of the word subscribe. So I will teach you the meaning of this word. लगता है लोगों को सब्सक्राइब वर्ड का अर्थ पता ही नहीं है, तो चलिए हम आपको बताते हैं कि सब्सक्राइब का अर्थ क्या है। ये ऐसा चिन्ह देखा होगा आपने। ओके, तो ये इसको ऐसे दबाते हैं। चलिए स्क्रीन पे मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ। ऐसे इसको दबाया तो जैसे ही हम इस YouTube का चिन्ह दबाते हैं तो ये खुलता है। So the moment you click on YouTube symbol that you all know, you come to this like this. Yeah. Now, just below the video there is a symbol. वीडियो के ठीक नीचे एक सिंबल है, एक बेल का आकार है। बस उसको क्लिक करना, उसका वो होता है सब्सक्राइब. Just pressing that bell icon, that is only subscribe. We all show off as if we have so much technology knowledge, but see, most people do not know what is subscribe. बहुत लोग घमंड करते हैं कि उनको टेक्नोलॉजी का बहुत मीनिंग आता है, बहुत सब कुछ पता है, पर सब्सक्राइब करो बोले तो समझ में नहीं आता। अब आपको समझ में आ गया कि क्या करना है। थैंक यू वेरी मच।